And probably one of the most requested songs that did not get put on the list, Time in a Bottle. And this is from JTBC. I don't know how they handle stuff. But this is probably the one that I saw the most in the comments for. So let's kind of figure out and see what they're talking about here and why this is so recommended and asked for. Let's check it out. Jim Croce. This is something I remember hearing a lot from my parents.
If I could say time in a bottle, the first thing that I like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you.
If I could make days last forever, if words could make wishes come true.
Very underrated songwriter, especially lyrically.
And then again, I will spend them with you.
But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you wanna do once you find them. Find them. Look around enough to know that you're the one I wanna go through time with. Time with.
Nice. Very good.
If I had a box just for wishes
That's cool.
and dreams that had never come true, the box would be empty except for the memory of how they were answered by you.
But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you wanna do once you find them. Find them. Look around enough to know that you're the one I wanna go through time with. Time with.
Interesting. Give us some rock vibe.
I had a box just for wishes
Interesting.
and dreams that had never come true. The box should be empty except for the memory how they were answered by you.
If I could see time in a bottle, the first thing that I like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away, just spend them with you.
Never seems to be enough time to the things you wanna do once you find them. Find them.
Look around enough to know that you're the one who wanna go through time with. Time with. Never seems to be enough to the things you want. Find them. Find them.
Look around enough to know that you're the one I wanna go through time with. Time with.
말이 돼? 지금 말이 되는 거야?
Same.
Never seems to be no time to do the things you wanna do once you find them.
Looked around enough to know that you're the one I wanna go through time with. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I wanna go through time with.
But there never seems to be no time to do the things you wanna do once you find them. Find them.
Look around enough to know that you're the one I wanna go through time with. Never seems enough time to the things you wanna do.
You find them.
Find them. Oh, look around enough to know that you're the one I wanna go through time with. Time with.
Jeez. Very interesting take. Now, I did kind of figure at some point they were going to probably add some extra dramatics for the effect, because I think that that's kind of something that they like to do. And I think if you were a purist for this song, you might be taken back a little bit by some of the added minor modes into the song and kind of giving it that. However, my personal thought is that things that I like about that is because it adds the emotion to it. It does take a little bit away from the dreaminess, but I like the fact that it kind of gives it this desperate, I'm trying to cling on to. And I think that that's been really kind of an interesting little theme with this song, because a lot of times the song is, like I said, it feels a lot more dreamy. So to have this kind of the way that it is, I really appreciate the fact that they wanted to kind of make a stamp on their own without really, discrediting Jim Croce as a songwriter, because sometimes people will do covers of songs and it's just not good. But this feels good. I appreciate the fact that when I'm listening to this, they decided to add that little extra emotion to it, because I think to me, it really just goes to show you that they have an idea of how they want to get certain emotions across. And the added rock section there, again, I think as well, was a bit of an interesting thing, because this song is a little bit longer. I mean, this thing went on for, 7 minutes? Nearly 7 minutes. And I think to myself when I listen to this, okay, I see what they're doing. There is enough, and this is kind of typical of older songs anyway. Older songs were just generally kind of longer. This has the runway, because of the length, to do a lot more to it. There's a lot more that that time allows to have. When you have that time, now this is kind of a bit of a balancing act. When you have extra time, you have the ability to really flesh things out. It can be overdone, and I think it's very easy to miss the mark when you have kind of an unlimited time check on how long the song is going to be. And I think that they found that balance, and I feel like that they really got to the point where using the runway of the length of the song to reach that feeling and those emotions, and using those extra modes kind of pays off. So I I actually think it's pretty cool. I like a good twist without it ruining the song. Because I think, again, there's been plenty of times where we've heard cover songs where that's a thing. That's a thing. But no, this is good. I feel like that with the theme of the song, it always needed to have a touch of sadness to it. That was always kind of my original thinking of the original song. So to add that, I think works. So anyway, let me know what y'all think. We'll discuss this down in the comment. Next, we are moving on to Despacito. And I know that we don't need any introductions to this song. I think it's still at least in the top 3 or 5 most played songs on all of YouTube. So, I mean, this song needs no introductions. Luis Fonsi. That's such a of the time sound, that dun, dun, dun.
Sabes que ya llevo un rato mirándote. Tengo que bailar contigo hoy.
Vi que tu mirada ya estaba llamándome. Muéstrame el camino que yo voy.
Tú eres el imán y yo soy el metal. Me voy acercando y voy armando el plan. Siendo compensarlo, se acelera el pulso. Oh yeah.
This is actually pretty good.
Me está gustando más de lo normal. Todo mi sentido va pidiendo más. Estoy sin tomarlo sin ningún apuro.
Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído, para que te quedes y no seas conmigo. Despacito,
Quiero desnudarte besos despacito.
vengo en las paredes de tu laberinto. Encerré tu cuerpo todo manuscrito.
Sube, sube.
quiero para tu pero quiero ser todo. Que enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos.
This sounds actually like kind of dirty.
Si te pido un beso, dámelo. Sé que estás pensando que voy disfrutando.
It's some Daddy Yankee.
Sabe que tu corazón conmigo te hace bam bam. Sabe que esa beba está buscando de mi bam bam.
Empérmate en mi boca para ver cómo sabe. Quiero es tanto amor a ti te cabe.
Yo no tengo prisa, yo me quiero dar el viaje.
Empecemos lento, después salvaje.
Pasito, pasito, suave, suavecito. Lo vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Cuando tú me besas con esa destreza, pégale malicia con delicadeza.
Pasito, pasito, suave, suavecito. Lo vamos pegando poquito a poquito. ¿Quién que esa belleza?
Un rompecabezas,
Pero como tal no quiten
con la fiesta.
Oh yeah.
Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que le diga cosas al oído, para que te quedes y no seas conmigo.
Despacito,
Quiero desnudarte besos
despacito.
Vengo en las paredes de tu
Laberinto, encerré tu cuerpo todo manuscrito.
sube, sube, sube.
Quiero ver barato, pero quiero ser conmigo. Que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos.
Favorito, baby.
Dame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro. Hasta provocar instintos que olvides conmigo.
Despacito.
Vamos solo a una playa en Puerto Rico. Sé que los olas gritan, ay bendito, para que mis hechos se quede contigo.
Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Lo vamos pegando poquito a poquito.
Enseñes a mi boca.
This is actually not bad though.
Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Lo vamos pegando poquito a poquito.
Tus gritos, que olvides tu apellido.
Pasito.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Pasito, pasito, suave, suavecito. Lo vamos pegando poquito
I was a little worried. I was a little worried that they're gonna try and make this seem like a classy version, because this song is not that. It's not very classy. In fact, I would say, like they always say in Chile, fueron al chancho is what they would like to say, like they went dirty. And you can't class that up. You got to kind of have that grit a little bit, you know? But hey, they actually did pretty good. There was a couple moments there I was like, maybe, but I think overall they did pull it off. The best thing about it is obviously you got to have that flavor. If you can't have that flavor, then you can't do a song like this. It brings back memories, doesn't it? It brings back memories. Oh my goodness. The way that song just dominated everything was crazy. But hey, I'm actually impressed. With this cover. I was expecting it to be a little too buttoned up and stuffy, but they fueron al chancho. That's great. Anyway, oh my, not quite what I was expecting, for real. That's a good surprise. That's a really good surprise. If you are new to this channel, you would know that most Saturdays are dominated specifically by this group. This is Fake Love. This is a song by BTS. BTS is, I would consider, a pillar of the channel and has been for 2 or 3 years now. And so when I saw that Forestella was going to cover Fake Love, I wanted to see how they handle it. It looks like it's not the full song because it's not quite 2 minutes, and that most of BTS's songs are actually kind of also in like the 4 to 5 minute range. So, yeah, let's see how they handle it though. The theme always is that I feel like the theme that you have to be able to nail in this song is Jin, and especially Jimin's part, especially. That's pretty cool sounding though. Interesting. It's a little slower. They do the bandanas on the dancers. Interesting. That's an interesting cover. It's a little short. That's okay though. The truth is, yeah, slowing it down was a bit of an interesting choice. It does definitely add a little bit to the dramatics. but the speed of the original one, I think, is actually kind of what really sets that apart. I really like the original pace of that song, mainly because I feel like that it adds a little bit of that chaos. And this feels a little bit more like the chaos has been structured. So it's definitely not a bad cover. It's just a little different. And, I think that's something that I could probably get used to. I like the fact that they kind of have a lot of the references, though. Like, if you don't know, they have a whole universe and story in theirs, too. And this particular section here, I actually called as as a separate universe version of BTS. It was like I called them the dark versions of BTS, and it's a whole thing. And then like the dancers in the background having the blindfolds, very cool. I like the fact that they actually also paid homage to that. Very cool. And even the outfits underneath the cloaks are very similar. So I think that gets a pretty good pass, though. I do.